Spring break used to be fun. Now it's 2 weeks that my kids have off and they don't leave me alone.
Hi.
Which is great. Stay-at-home dad, I wanna have that good relationship with my kids, but it makes it hard to make videos on my channel. So even though I haven't been making videos, I have been buying gear. So check this out. This is the Sony ZV-E10. I bought this as I wanted a good B-roll camera. I'll show you some other things that I got in just a second. I bought this used on Marketplace. I got a very good deal on it. It came with a small rig cage, came with a Ulanzi little mini tripod. It's pretty cool. Also came with a couple extra batteries and a small rig charger. And it has the original box and receipts. I believe I picked it up for about $750 Canadian. So I thought it was a fair deal. Now, to be honest, one of the reasons why I got this was because it has the E-mount system, which allows me to use some of those lenses back on the shelf. And I know it's gonna be cropped in since it's the smaller APS-C. When I put on my Tamron 17 to 28 f2.8 on here in this office, it was pretty bad. I was pretty disappointed. I mean, I'm used to the f1.4 with the full frame Sony ZV-E1 here, so I don't know what I was really expecting. However, I also picked up, bing, the good old Sigma 16mm f1.4. This is the third time I've had this lens, and when I slapped it on here, well, it looks pretty good in here, as I will show you in a minute. So the reason that I got this camera is I kind of want to set up some alternate angles, and I also got this, which is the Elgato Flexi Arm. I wanna start getting some more overhead shots. I'm gonna be doing more reviews on my channel, and I really think it's cool to have that overhead shot. After doing my research, the best approach that I thought was to get a desk arm and then get the Flexi Arm so I could put it where I want. This isn't my review, but my initial impression is that while this thing is very cool, this desk that I'm using is not. I talk with my hands quite a lot. I'm moving in and out, and every time I lean on this desk, it causes little jitters. It's not a very solid table. It's got just those cheap IKEA legs. I can even see on my microphone, every time I lean down on the desk, the microphone's wobbling. So I have a feeling I'm not going to love or keep this arm. I think the Flexi part is nice, but I guess what I'm saying is I might need to have it on a separate stand, which will be cheaper than upgrading my desk, because I don't really need a heavy duty desk for this shot. Anyway, let's flip over. I'm not gonna go, this is just a bit of a first impressions video with the ZV-E10. I'm not gonna go into too much of a review. In future videos, I will side by side compare them, but let's slap on this Sigma lens, see how it looks. I'll do a quick comparison. I'll talk a little bit more about this camera, and that'll be it today. Today will be a nice short video. Just wanted to let you know that I haven't disappeared. It's just very hard making videos when you have small children around you non-stop. Their energy level is off the chain. Mine is not. We went to West Edmonton Mall for 4 days. It's kind of like cheap Disneyland. I don't know about you, I can't justify spending all that money on Disneyland. My family wants to go, I do not. But West Ed Mall has rides, they have an amusement park, Galaxyland, they have a big water park there, they have a giant mall. We stayed in a space-themed room there, it was awesome, and a much better deal. Let's hop over to the ZV-E10, see how it looks. Here we are. Man, these colors sure look different on the screen. What is my white balance set at? I'll do it in post. Now, part of the reason that I got the Sony ZV-E10 was because I thought it would be very similar to the ZV-E1, just with similar buttons, with layouts, with menus, etc. I mean, I did a little bit of research on the E10, but it definitely doesn't feel like the sidestep younger brother. It feels like it's a couple generations behind. It has the older menus. And it doesn't do things like, for example, in 30p or 30 FPS, it has a 1.5 times crop, which is a bit of a bummer because I like shooting at 30 frames per second. Right now I'm back to 24 frames per second, and it's just, you can tell it has a bit more motion blur, which isn't the worst, but I don't really like that for talking head stuff myself. Not a big deal, whatever. So how does it look here? Here is the ZV-E10. Here is the ZV-E1. Here's how they look side by side. Eventually, I kind of want to go more for the B-roll look over here, just to give me some extra I don't know, shots make it a little more fun when I'm doing the talking head stuff. I can kind of switch between the shots. It'll make my videos a little bit more engaging. So I think that'll be kind of fun, just having that different perspective on the shots. But the main reason that I got it is to go on here. So, all right, I haven't lined everything up yet. As you can see, my shot isn't quite centered. I will get to that one day. But here's the shot. That's the stuff, that's the shot. Cool, I'm looking forward to playing around more with that. So once spring break is gonna be over, I'm gonna be getting back to making more videos soon, which will be fun, because I love making videos, but it's so hard with the kiddos around. But that's gonna be it for today. My next batch of videos are gonna be, I'm gonna be comparing and talking about the Sony cameras with the lenses that I've got. I'm also gonna be doing some reviews, obviously using a bit more of my new shot here. And also I get a lot of comments on my DaVinci Resolve video talking about editing and just little tips and tricks. So I'm gonna be talking about that as well. So if you have any topics that you'd like me to talk about, please let me know in the comments below. As you know, that's my favorite part about being on YouTube, is that my wife, her eyes just glass right over when I mention lenses or anything. But I think maybe like you, I love talking about this stuff. And so it's a really cool place that we can connect and chat about the things that we love. So thanks for watching. In case you missed my last video, check it out here. Or maybe watch this one, as this is what YouTube thinks that you'll like to watch next. We'll see you next time on the Sad Studio.
I need to tell you that I got my tank to level 80. Come see him, he's awesome.
Did he evolve? Do you want to say hi?
Hi.